Coach Mus and Coach Hafiz. They're the coaches of the under-14s today and this season, actually. So just the first game in the pre-season. So yeah, summarise the game that you guys had today.
Yeah, so we won 3-0. Game was scored off just after the second half kicked off. Sammy got 1, Jeff got 2. Some good goals. Yeah.
Hafiz, your thoughts on the good points of today?
Glad you said that. Good points. If I'm being honest, the first 5 to 10 minutes I wasn't that impressed with the boys. It was a scrappy game, very scrappy. I feel like it took them a good 10-15 minutes to really get into the game. I was impressed with the likes of Pele, Onik, Cassima's quality.
Yeah, in terms of negatives, say things that they can improve on, Musa. What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it's still the boys still find it difficult when they're in tight spaces. Players like Jeff, or Kassim could have done a bit better. Sammy needs to be a bit more intelligent when it comes to playing in tight spaces. The pitch was quite wide, but it was quite short in length, so the boys found it hard to organise themselves, and I can't really blame them because the pitch, we're not playing on a pitch any size close to that. So, but I think the boys grew into the game. Me and Hafiz had a chat at half time with them. We said let's up the tempo a bit. Let's get the passes a bit quicker, get the ball on the floor and keep the ball moving. So it was a shame the game got called off earlier.
Yeah, there was an incident towards the end. What were your thoughts on it? Let's start with Hafiz.
Right.
What did you see?
Right. So prior to the game, we had 1 or 2 individuals come up to us, not even inquiring, but doubting our players' age. And I do understand that 1 or 2 of our players are pretty much my height, but they are of age. And for us to be accused to cheat is just very low. And I'm sure Coach Moyes can also vouch. But what I was telling the coach for the other team was that in football you can only play what's in front of you. Don't complain. And on top of that, don't lie and don't accuse us of things that we haven't done. I mean,
I think it's fine if you accuse us of being physical because the boys are big. But once you cross the line of accusing someone of lying, straight out lying, you're telling the kid he's not how old he is. That's out of line, and I think it's such a shame that a club like Youngstars, we've got so many teams, that the chairman can behave in such a bad manner. I don't think it reflects well on his club at all, and I think we'll definitely escalate this further. Because that's straight up lying, and you can't do that.
Yeah. And apparently one of our players got 6 foot.
Putting that incident behind us, what do you think looking forward to the pre-season? What do you guys want to achieve by the end of it?
I want to achieve it all. I'm so excited for the season. Me and Coach Moyes we've been speaking more since we've been coaching alongside each other. I'm so excited for the season because we know this bunch. They're a great bunch of boys. Like now you can see them clicking. Now they're a unit. It's all about unity. And obviously last season we were runners up in the league. We want to win that league. We won a cup. We'll aim to win as many trophies as we can. But yeah, I'm very excited for this season.
Pleasure to talk to you guys. Talk to you soon. We're here today with the under-12s coach, Coach Polly. So you guys had a game today. How do you think it went?
I think it went well. We haven't had a massive pre-season. We're only just getting players back. But we're trying to implement a certain way of playing football. We saw flashes of it. I mean, at that age, their attention span isn't. I mean, it should be better than it is. To be fair, you see that in training as well. But I just feel like they need to be told to be doing certain things. But when they do get under control, playing out from the back, getting the ball wide, nice little flashes of football. So yeah, overall a positive. It was a good result. We won 9-2 in the end. Usaid scored 6 goals. There was an on-goal in there, and there was a few other scores. The boys can remind me of training we scored, but I can't really remember.
Obviously, first game of pre-season. What do you hope to achieve by the end of the pre-season?
Just sort of carrying on with what we're working on. Obviously, we're still a bit rusty at the moment. Trying to implement the style of play that we're trying to do will take a while. Will come with failure. Success will come with failure. So yeah, just carry on what we're doing. Try and play out from the back, play wide, try and play a nice, expansive sort of brand of football. Yeah, just carry on what we're trying to do.
Perfect. We're here today with the coach Ethan for the under-10s. How do you think today went?
Today we lost 4-2. I mean, everyone that was there, they saw the dramas, but let's leave the dramas for after.
Of course.
So just to sum up the game, we went ahead. Omet scored a free kick, so Omet had 2. And then after that, I think after the first goal, it was over. We all knew it was over anyway. The other team were just, obviously, we know that they're an aggressive team. We know that they're dirty. They like to, you know, bully us a bit, and they just fell into the trap. We started playing their game, started making it a dogfight, and from there we knew they just didn't. They weren't themselves today. At the end of the day, especially for the parents, if your kids haven't done pre-season, you can't expect anything else, because a lot of them, it showed straight from the first touch. You could tell these lot have not been training. Yeah, you can't expect to come up to a game, first friendly of the season, and expect to win a game. It's not going to happen. We knew it was going to happen anyway. So that's starters. Secondly, half of them don't even train with me. Yeah, so I've had new boys today that I've brought on. Some of them didn't even play. It's the team's just been thrown out there. Obviously, at the end of the day, we have lost a lot of boys. We have lost some of our key players. Adam Chowdhury, for example, missed him so badly today. The midfield was just slacking completely. But in terms of the performance, they embarrassed themselves, to be fair. It was embarrassing. I mean, just tackles, passing. They couldn't put 2 passes together. I think we had 4 shots on goal in the whole of the game. We said to them as well, we said to them at half time, me and Rudy, we sat down with them and we said, just shoot. That's all you have to do. Keeper's not saving anything. Yeah, he practically can't catch a ball, right? And we had 3 or 4 shots in the whole game.
What positives can you take away from today? At least one.
Positives, I'll say set pieces. Adam Putney was alright. He had a lot to do by himself. To be fair to him, he made a couple clean challenges. Zafo was alright in goal as well. Made a couple of saves, helped us out. But all in all, it's just they need to train. They've got a lot of work to do. That team is completely finished, and now we've got to start from the bottom and work ourselves all the way up. In 2 years, they haven't progressed, and all the coaches can agree with me. They have not progressed at all. So there's a lot of work to do. And in terms of the beef, it's just at the end of the day, it is embarrassing. You know, if anyone wants to come up and do the L dance on you, I mean, me personally, I'd go mental. But these boys, they stood there and just watched it happen. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you got to expect a reaction. As coaches, as parents, you expect a reaction because it's embarrassing. You can't let people embarrass you like that. But other than that, you know, parents, they stayed out of their business, really handled it anyway. The rest of us handled it, so we just got to leave it there. When we play them this season, you know, we got to do our job. We got to beat them and show them, you know, that this is r77 and we don't take that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of things to work on. They all know it. Putney, Issa, 3 key players, Zafa as well, Ines. You know, they've been here for a while. They need to start progressing now. It's not about just playing and beating these teams, because they know that the way I play, I like double-digit goals. Yeah, I like to absolutely batter teams. I don't just like 1-0, 2-0. And they know they're in for a long run.
You got a few weeks left until the first game of the season. What do you think you can work on and try and improve on in the next few weeks?
Firstly, they need to get more aggressive. They need to learn to actually stick a foot in, you know, start using their bodies now. They're getting bigger, they're getting older, you know, kids are bigger than them, so they've got to learn to use it. You can't just expect not to get tackled and not to get pushed over. It happens. You brush yourself off, you get up, you shake your hand, and you get on with it. Do you know what I mean? These are just, they need to learn to get a bit bigger now, you know?
Perfect. Good to hear from you, Coach Ethan. So we're here today with Coach Pele and Coach Oli, who are the under-9s coaches for this season. So how do you think today went, first game of pre-season?
On the whole, it was quite a poor performance. Not enough cohesion in that team, didn't see enough of possession football. Saw a few good individual displays from Rifan, from Issa, but the core, I think, were not at the races today, and it goes to show. I mean, Rafael's at pre-season, but David wasn't there for quite a lot of pre-season. He looked off there a bit. Just disappointed. We couldn't string a few passes together. Apart from a few individual performances, it was just a bad game.
So what was the final result of that game, Oli?
We finished 6-5. We lost 6-5. Goal scorers and goal scorers. 5-2.
So what do you think went well, Oli, so they came today?
I think we did well to come back. At one point we were losing. We did well to bring it back just before half time. We get 3-3, I think. So that was good. That was a positive. I think individual performances. Issa Cax was very, very good. Rifan, first time seeing him play, he was very good as well. With 3 goals. That shows why it's 3 goals.
Well, what do you guys look to achieve by the end of pre-season, hopefully?
They need to get a lot more comfortable on the ball. A lot of the instinct is just to, the right instinct is to go forward, but it's always forward, try and drill past 3-4 players. Sometimes, you move quicker just by passing the ball around. So again, just making it comfortable on the ball, get that first touch out, look up, get that position play.
Yeah, there's a lot of basics. Like
once we get that, because we've got likes of Rafai, David on the break, Yusuf. Once we can get that, then we should be alright.
Basically, just pass and move. I think it's pretty simple. I think basically like throw it down the line.
Smaller goals.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. We have a very small keeper, but the goals are massive.
Yeah, goals are like 9-side goals.
And then the goals that they scored, one was a corner, it just went over him, and 2 free kicks that he wasn't going to save it. It just went too high. So, I mean, bearing in mind, but even then our performance wasn't great. Just a lot of basic stuff to work on. But it's good to get it out of the way in pre-season.
Perfect. Yeah, all the best for next season, and I'll hopefully chat to you soon.
Cheers, buddy.
With Coach Aswa and Coach Billa for the coaches for the under-8s for this season. First game of pre-season. How do you think you went today with the results?
Result was 4-4. Goal scorers was Yahya scored a hat-trick and Yassin Rakda scored 1 goal.
That's good to hear. What positives can you take from this game today?
Positives. Start this again.
That's okay. No, just carry rolling. Yeah.
Basically, I think the first positive was a lot of the boys have never played competitive football before, so it's good to see them out there. A lot of them were fearless. I didn't see too many players shying away from tackles. They were going in hard. That was good to see. They were trying to play as a team. Obviously, they're celebrating together, which always helps. This first game of the season is always going to be like this. I think one negative aspect was they didn't really implement what we've been teaching them in training. We've been doing a lot of passing with them. We didn't see too much of it today, but again, I'll just put that down to them being it's the first time, they're not used to the occasion, the experience. I think give it a few weeks, they'll come back.
Yeah, what other improvements do you think they'll make? You can make to the team.
What Coach Aswat said about the whole team unit thing, I was going to say that as a bad thing. Like these guys, the boys haven't played together before, as this team. This is their first match. So I felt one of the things that I was worried about before the match was their cohesion, but it wasn't that bad. It was all right, but I think that's something we can still build on as the team as a unit, everyone knowing their positions and playing together. I thought they did well, but that's something that we can definitely improve on. One of the good parts, I think we should give a shout out to our goalie. Yes, stepped up, very good saves, very brilliantly. And secondly,
Abdurrahman, what a player! Honestly, he's going to be one of the best players in that team. Obviously, you got Yahya. We don't need to mention his name. He's brilliant every players, even last season. We've got a lot of good.
Everyone played really well. I think one thing I was happy about was everyone played with heart. Everyone went out there. They did their best.
They gave everything. Yeah.
Those players stand-up performance today. Yeah, like I said, I think we need to work on the cohesion part, but that will come with experience and stuff. But I think one of the things that I was most disappointed about was the boys were like that's what I said, they weren't implementing what we did on the pitch, like opening up your body. Like a lot of them would get the ball and then they were like, okay, what do we do from here? A bit fumbling, a bit from there. That's something again we can go back and work on. But for a first game, I thought they did well, and I think
the season's looking good.
Yeah, and then just a quick final point. What do you guys want to achieve in the next few weeks by the end of pre-season?
Again, we're not stressing on results this season. It's all about performance. So I've been telling the kids repeatedly, I don't care about the result. If you win 5-0, you lose 5-0. If you win 5-0 playing the right way, I'm more happy. If you lose playing 5-0 the right way, I'm still happy. Yeah, and just trying to get that point across. Just get them playing football the way we want it, the r77.
Yeah, and I think we have a strong team on our hands, so just building them together as a unit and getting them and winning will come just when they won't.
Perfect. All the best for next season, guys.
Thank you very much.
Game of pre-season with Coach Mo for the under-7s with r77. So yeah, what was your result today for your game?
We played Young Stars under-7s. We won 4-1. Goal scorers were Yusuf Ibrahim. We had Mohammad Sarfraz Patel. We had Musa Patel and Suleiman Ahmed.
Nice. In terms of your positives and negatives of the game, so let's start with the positives.
Of course, they're under-7, so first time they've ever been on a football pitch playing against opposition. We gave them 2 sets of instructions, which was shape and keeping the head up before the game. So we're working on dribbling and passing for the last 6 weeks of pre-season. So it's just about trying to implement that in a more opposed environment. I thought they done that pretty well. I think passing was probably our weakness, but then again we did create some very good opportunities for ourselves, scored some very good goals. But yeah, I think shape was important for them to understand the positions and where they need to be on the football pitch and when they should go for a ball and when they shouldn't. So I thought parents were impressed with that. But I do want to highlight that we don't want to get too excited just yet. It's only the first game, friendly game. We've got a lot more work to do with these kids. We won't be winning 4-1 every single week, but we are looking to set them challenges individually, and as long as they're taking them off, we're happy.
In terms of the pre-season, you've got a few weeks left until the actual first game of the season. What are you guys hoping to achieve with the team?
It's like I said to Coach Rudy and the others that I don't want to place any challenges as a team for them just yet. I think from September to January, the first part of the season, is just about individual challenges and just trying to knock off positioning, being comfortable on the football, attacking, defending, just the basics of football. Once we reach that and we're comfortable with that, we then look at setting the team challenges in January onwards.
Perfect. Good luck for the next season. Hope to chat to you soon. So we're here today with Coach Rudy, with r77. So give us a summary of today, first game of pre-season.
The mixed day started. We got played all 6 teams, played 1 team, Young Stars. Don't know why I accepted it. Should have known better. But anyways, got here. 7s and 8s, I thought were quite good. Enjoyed watching them play. It's always good watching younger players play and enjoying it, scoring goals, having fun. So I think the coach is doing a good job with the under 7s and 8s, and they're going to get better and better and better. This is the first time they're ever playing football, so if they're winning games now in their first game, so imagine them in a 6 weeks time. Well, listen, they're going to be dominating, trust me. They're early contenders for the title already. And the 9s and the 10s, not so good. I thought the 9s were good going forward. They're always going to be. That rough fiery fan, new addition. At the back, too many silly stuff. Too many touches of the ball inside our own half. Not keeping the ball moving. And they'll catch up once you get intercepted. Obviously, coaches got to work on that. In terms of under 10s, I think they've taken about 8 steps backwards. They're 4-time consecutive champions and they don't look like it at all. They're reliant on one man and one man only. Everybody else is just passengers. And the kids that they've added are not up to scratch just yet. And I say that in the nicest way possible because it's a team of champions. So a team of champions should be recruiting a team of champions. It's not helped that they've not had a pre-season. The coaches need to fix up on that age group, or we need to fix up at the top and bring in a coach who's going to be, or bring in coaches who are going to be there week in, week out, getting these issues sorted. Otherwise, they're going from champions to chumps. I'm telling you straight, they're going to be the worst team we're going to have. And on that showing, they were the worst team today. Under 12's quality, to do that without Assad, you know, they scored 10 or something without Assad. Imagine if Assad plays, that's, I don't know, 25, 26. Happy for Usaid, 6 goals. He deserves those 6 goals. He's been working hard for a year and he's going to score a lot of goals this season. So well done to them. And under 14s, for however long they played, I don't know how long they played, like 20 minutes or something. Yeah, they're big, man.
There was an incident towards the end of the under 14s match. Give us a bit more insight into that.
Oh, the incident started in the under 10s match.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Young Stars. I wish I could swear, because I would swear a lot. Absolute shambles of an organisation. Shambles of an organisation. This geezer is not chairman of no football club, I'll tell you that now. Because if he's the chairman of the football club is going to be like that. I'm telling you now. No principle, no moral, no respect, no code of conduct. I would love to see their constitution, because I'm telling you, he's probably got a page on it. And on that page is probably scribbles. Absolute joke of a club. They told us to bring our under 14s, we bought under 14. Then they say we bought college kids. Well, did you go to the college? Are you at the college that you think they're college kids? And under 10s, rude. If my boys did that, I would line them up and slap them. the boys. I'm not talking about coaches. I'm not talking about, I'll line my boys up and slap him if that's the way they behave at the end of a game, win, lose or draw. If you behave like that at the end of the game, you deserve what's coming to you. You will not be playing for this club ever again. And they're not going to do that. Oh, no, because they got to win. They got to win, so they're happy. But whatever, it's a pre-season game. We didn't care about the win. We didn't care about the loss. We didn't care about none of that. We just wanted to see our players. New players, new day. But they had something to prove. And now I question it. That's why they approached us to play this pre-season, to play this friendly game, because they had something to prove. If that's how they want to play it, guess what? We won the majority of the games today. If anybody should be taking an L, it's you. But we're not doing that. Why? Because we don't hand out L's. You just take them. And when you take them, you want to hand them out. Because that's the only time you're going to hand them out. We see you at the end. We see you during the season. I'm telling you, we see you during the season. If you're watching this, good. Good. Watch it.
A few weeks left of pre-season. What do you guys want to achieve by the end of it, ultimately?
We just carry on doing what we're doing. We're doing a good job. Certain aspects need to change. Coaches know what it is. We're in the classroom this week. We're going to figure that stuff out ourselves. Look, we're young coaches at the end of the day. If we're not going to make mistakes now, when are we going to make mistakes? We have to make mistakes to learn from them. Losses are good in pre-season because it shows us what we need to improve on. So I wouldn't be too harsh on the youngsters, not just yet. We'll give it a few weeks. We've said that we're going to be calm about things. We're going to lose games, but we're going to learn from them. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it. I'm going to try and keep as calm as possible for as long as I possibly can, and let them improve. And slowly and surely they will improve. Remember, these under 9s first time playing 7-a-side. Under 8s, under 7s, under 8s first time playing 5-a-side. Under 12s, brand new squad. Under 14s is the only squad that is the same. So we have to work.
All the best for next season.